Welcome to Crew Life at Sea podcast. Here, we will share the skills you need to make your experience and adventure out at sea a success. Hear inspiring stories from experienced crew from all diversities. Gain knowledge and know your rights. Be part of the Crew Life at Sea. And let's welcome your host, Raymond Crystal.
Hello and welcome to Crew Life at Sea, the only place where you can find useful information, advice, insights and resources to help inspire you to take that next step in working on a cruise ship. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen, and today we have with us a job description which you may not understand or know what it really is, but that is why we have him with us here today. It's called an able man. You know, he's able to walk, he's able to talk, he's just able to do many things. Able man, please tell us what is an able man and your name and how many years you've been at sea. Just give us a little bit of a rundown.
Yeah, hey guys out there, I am Roland, hail from the Philippines, and Able Seaman.
So Able Seaman.
Able Seaman.
So you're able
very
to walk?
Able. Not unable.
Okay.
Okay.
What does it mean, able man?
Able Seaman means we're doing like working aloft of the vessel, which some of the lower rank should not do it. Because they're not unable yet.
Joker, we have a joker.
Yeah. And this able seaman in the cruise ship is categorized on two: the quartermaster and the fire patrol. The fire patrol, these people are doing the rounds on the ship, make sure that everybody is safe, no trouble, no fire, no nothing. And the quartermaster is doing like driving the ship in the confined waters, driving the ship during arrival and departure with the order of the captain or the pilot.
So then which one are you classified as?
I was a quartermaster here.
Quartermaster.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you tell me how many years you've been at sea?
Yeah, I've been at sea for like 13 years, 12 years in the cruise ship and 1 year on local in the Philippines.
Wow, that's excellent. So can you tell me, how did you get to this point in your life?
Well, I think it's really my passion to be a seaman because my house, I'm living near the coast. I saw ships passing, coming in, coming out. So I think I realized maybe I'll be one of them one day.
Sitting there on the rocks going, I want to be on that ship one day. I'll do it.
Yeah. And then one day I realized I was on board already.
And then came to see
the world for free.
Yes.
That's it.
So what made you decide that this was your career that you wanted in your life?
I think basically because I heard that the seamen get a better money compared to the other jobs, so I think this is one of the things that motivates me.
It's a well-paid job,
because we're raised from a poor family, so
but that makes you a strong person, makes you a survivor. Can you tell me the process if somebody wanted to work on board as an able man? How would they go about doing it?
Well, depends on your country how it will be, but basically we have this STCW. You have, as long as you have the STCW, you are compliant with this STCW certificates, and you have this how we call it,
the STC W95 is like 4 courses in one, and now you have to have this to go on sea. It's compulsory. It's firefighting, medical aid, survival,
some other certificates, what else more?
There's 4 or 5 of them. Proficiency in security, nowadays, before you didn't need them. Now it's a compulsory.
It is. It is required by law.
Okay, so then if to apply, what certificates would you need in order to get this job the Ableman? What certificate? Do you need any type of certificates when you
Yeah,
hire?
we have we call the COC, Certificate of Competencies,
Okay.
because this office, this kind of how we call this one? They are
Agent.
no, it's not an agent. They are like, it's a governmental yeah,
Okay.
which require, if you are a seaman, they will require you to do this one, to do that one, and then in the end you can have this certificate of competencies.
How many years?
No, it's not a year. It's like training courses.
And
Yeah, training courses.
the course that you did, how many years was that course that you did that you told me about?
This courses was like, but before you take this one, you need to, of course, you need to pass this 3-year degree course.
Wow. What's the name of that one?
It's a Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation.
3 years.
It's a degree.
Excellent, man.
It's a degree.
3
Yeah.
years
From
studying.
from this one, you can pursue as an officer, like the officers on the bridge. Like me, I got an officer license, but never managed to use here because some kind of discrimination.
Well, yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Now that's why
Skin.
we talk about these things. It
So, yeah.
happens.
So yeah, I felt like until an able seaman.
Able
Able seaman. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand this thing. On ships, it's a little weird when it comes to discrepancies and that in different
Yeah.
countries because of how different people make different salaries and living style, living costs. So
Exactly.
they use that against quite a few of us.
Yeah.
But I think we've all come to agree. There's not much we can do.
Yeah, but still, you were the one to decide for yourself.
Yeah,
That
it's-
you're here, so
Yeah, if you're here for your own reason.
Yeah.
If you're not happy,
you
you
embrace
can,
the pain.
can get up and you can go. You
Yeah.
know. So, as an able man, can you tell me the physical side of the job? Because I know that it's a lot of physical work.
Well, we start from, it's a really physical job. You need to be physically fit, mentally and emotionally,
That
because
I'm
you're away
sure.
from your family. Physically, because you need to climb up these masts if it's necessary. You need to climb up using stage and bosun chairs and Jacob's ladders just to clean the anchors. You need to go deep down to the tanks to clean these tanks from the shits
You're
and
not scared?
everything.
You're not like
No, I'm not.
claustrophobic at all.
I am not, but the problem is the oxygen. Well, we check everything as per required by
Safety,
law.
yeah, right. Yeah, I
for
heard about
safety.
this. If you go into a confined area, you cannot go with one person. It has to be 2 people.
You can go, but there has to be somebody on the manhole looking after you.
Yeah, because
Or it's better. You cannot go by yourself.
because I saw
Just
in
in case somebody
Yeah.
will fell down there, somebody can grab you.
Yeah, because I think I saw the training videos or something. The one guy went down and it's oxygen or some air issue, and he just passed out. And then if you're
Nobody
alone,
knows. Nobody can help
knows,
you
you're
there.
Gone. That's why you have to have a
Yeah, yeah.
second. So don't worry, guys.
Maximum
It-
of 2. Yeah.
you will be having a partner with you no matter what.
Yeah.
So, talking about tender operation, which you are doing today, as I recall, tell me a typical day of a normal tender in operation.
Well, a typical day for tender operation, I drive the tender.
So wait, did you have to do a course to drive the tender, or do you just come on board and they let you say?
No, before we came back on the before we came on board, we have this proficiency survival craft,
Okay, but that's not driving.
which requires you to be a driver. If you have this proficiency survival craft, then the ship can give you a training for you can have a tender certificate. for
Okay,
this
but
one.
when you were home, you didn't actually drive the tender.
No,
You
no,
only
no,
came
of
on the ship
course.
and then started to learn
only in the ship.
ship.
Only in the ship. I
So what
learned.
happens if you crash by mistake? Because it's not that easy. Because how does it
Yeah,
work with
but-
this? I see there's 2 levers.
You need to be familiar with these engines, rudders, and everything.
It's totally different to cars and anything you drive. It's got like
It's basically like a ship, a small ship, because with 2 engines and 2 rudders were the same principles with the big ships. Whatever small, big.
okay. So
Same
when you
principle.
driving, when you push that one up and the one down, is that left, right, up,
Yeah,
down?
If you push like the right,
Yeah.
lever,
Yeah.
then your tender will move to the left. It's like your hand.
Okay.
Your hand when you like this.
Okay. Like when
This
you
is the
punch it?
principle of these engines, twin engines. So it has to be when you want the tender to drive straight, then you can just push
both forward.
evenly,
Yeah, and then back, both back.
and then both back evenly.
It's like one of those cars,
If
toy
you-
car things.
Yeah,
that
if
we
you
used to play
make
with.
if you make rather, that's when you do the maneuver, like when you go alongside or when you depart from a pontoon or from the pier,
Yeah, 'cause-
then you can play along with this.
Yeah, I saw when you
brutal.
guys when you did the one tender, it was very difficult. The guy took so long to get in.
Sometimes depends on the weather,
Yeah, it was very difficult.
especially when a rough sea.
Yeah,
You
and
need
then-
some timings in the engine, timings in the approach. But you will learn. You will learn things. Yeah.
So, what parts of your job do you find the most challenging?
The most challenging for me is navigation. I like navigation because
In what way? Like
traffic.
traffic in that area?
Yeah.
So you mean when you're in the tender and you drive in traffic at sea, in the ocean?
Traffic at sea.
Wow.
I mean, not only on the tender but on the ship, and then using the equipments like radars, ARPA, ECDIS, and everything. That makes me excited.
Wow, man. So, but no, but that's this is I'm asking you what is the most challenging. So it's challenging but exciting for you,
me,
right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Challenging but exciting.
Yeah. So how stressful is it then doing this type of a job?
Well, it is stressful, but as long as you love your job, the stress will goes off.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people's
Yeah.
interviews, and everybody says it's how you.
It's like a passion.
If you love
Yeah,
it.
at the end of the day, it's really stressful, but you are in this industry. You have the mindset and everything. You love the job, so everything will be like easy for you.
But I always see you're always a happy man, doing just smiling and always making jokes.
I'm
And
trying to be happy, but deep inside,
you just want to go home and be with your family. Eh?
I want to
It's
be with my
difficult,
family. Yeah.
It's so hard for people who have families.
It is.
You know,
it
but
is.
we have to sacrifice so much.
Yeah,
But is it really worth it? Sometimes I think.
it is. Sometimes it is.
I don't see my daughter for so many months in the year. I'd rather
Yeah,
be with
it's
her, bringing her up.
This is something money can't buy.
That's what I'm trying to get to
Yeah,
people. I know people who don't even see their children 2 months in a year for 10 years. I can't do that. I refuse. I will only do this for a couple more because I just recently had my
Yeah,
child, but before I
exactly.
was wild, man. Enjoyed the ship life. But when
Mhm.
you get married,
Yeah,
problems. How many children do you have?
I only have one
Boy or girl?
daughter,
Daughter, how old?
7 years.
Wow, congratulations. I have a little
Yeah.
girl, 4 years.
Oh,
Yeah, they're beautiful, eh? Daddy's
it
little
is.
girls, eh?
Yeah, little girls.
Okay, so when let's say, tell me a little bit about your hours of work and your scheduling of your day. Like, how many hours of the day do you work, and when you're off, what do you do?
Yeah, as per our contract, we're required to work 11.3 something, 11.3. Yeah, every day,
Mhm.
and then together with the extra overtime, it will reach around 12.
Okay, so if you work, how do you log your hours? How do they know? Do you do something or
We have this roster. We have this
digital?
schedule. Yeah, we
Okay,
have a
same like
schedule.
us then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and so and you get paid extra for overtime.
Yeah, we get paid
so
a
that's
little extra. We get paid on the tender operation.
So you get paid for doing the tendering.
Yeah, like
Wow,
$10
that's-
per tender.
But that's
operation.
great because
At least.
it's something, and that
Yeah,
that's
we
great.
get
You can sit in
something.
the sun, get some free
Yeah,
water, and
yeah.
drive the tender and look at the
Yeah.
ocean. Oh man, I think I'm gonna change.
If you can have 10 tender operation a month, so you get $100.
Yes, that's
sitting your
great.
ass there.
how many bags of rice?
Yeah.
So living on board, as we just said, can be very tough, So tell me about your accommodation space and what benefits do you have?
Well, the accommodation,
How many in your room?
we got 2 only,
Okay.
but it's fine. Well, for me, it's an average because I've been on the other cruise ship which we the whole cabin. You only stay in one cabin like this.
Are you supposed to have a single cabin?
Yeah, we have a single cabin in my previous ship.
So you're a quartermaster with a single cabin, same like me. And now you come and you get these small ships and you get a big screw and you have to share with somebody.
That's okay, yeah.
I didn't know that. So the other guys you were with are not quartermasters?
No, the other guy is in an ordinary sailor.
No wonder.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I didn't know that, man. After 18 years, there's always something you can learn.
Yeah.
So
something new.
Knowing what you know now, if you could change one thing in your life, what would it be and why?
Yeah, that's a very nice question. If I could turn the page, I don't think I won't take this kind of job.
Yeah.
Basically because way away from your family. I just realized when I get married, I got daughter, that how hard it is to be away from your family.
So you're really a family man.
Yes, and so like I said, we need to embrace the pain. We are here. We cannot turn back the time.
Yeah, there's no way to explain.
But if there's a turning point, I would choose for a lawyer. Just kidding, man.
Welcome
Just
to
kidding.
the Crew Life
Just
at
kidding.
Sea, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we're here for, to embrace and to let you know the real deal.
Yeah.
All right. Imagine your toughest day you've ever experienced at sea. Tell me about it and how you got through it. So,
Toughest day, I was working on the top of the mast.
now what is a mast?
It's where the lights are the top, the most highest part of the
What?
ship.
Is that even higher than the satellite dish?
Yeah,
Wow.
the most highest.
That's the highest point, right?
Point of the ship.
And it's so windy up there.
And man, I have this phobia in heights. So
And you got this job?
and I got this job. How can I refuse?
And did you have safety harness?
I have
Tell me,
everything.
bro,
As
tell me
safety
this.
is concerned, I have everything, but you cannot fight your mind. You are really, you fear of heights. I'm trying to come over. I'm trying to, but until now, I'm still fighting for it. And sometimes there were times that the boss giving me this kind of job, and again.
You're like, oh gosh,
Yeah.
here we go. Name of the Father, the Son, Holy Spirit, please protect me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well, I can say it's mind over matter.
it's a mindset.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a mindset.
So that's what happened in the day. Just to get up there, that's your toughest.
Yeah, that's the toughest for me.
Yeah.
With the heights is the toughest job.
Oh my gosh. So have you worked on small ships and big ships?
Yeah, I work in a big ships like 2,000, more than 2,000 guests.
Okay.
I work in a medium size,
Okay.
600 guests.
Does it make any difference for your job? No.
Job wise,
Nothing. Same, because you
Same.
do the same kind of work,
same,
right?
yeah, same kind of
Yeah,
work.
some positions it
technically.
differs.
Yeah,
You just get more people to look at on the bigger
yeah,
ships.
yeah.
Yeah, so
More bastards
plenty
around.
plenty like rice. That's what
Yeah.
they say, So what I want to know from you is like, what are the negatives, which I've heard a few already, and what are the positives of your job?
The positive side, you got better money.
Okay.
The negative side, you're away from your family.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
think
why I
I'm-
was always trying to say that you need to be emotionally. It needs to be tough emotionally.
Yeah, you got to be really strong.
Yeah.
So, what safety duties do you have on board? Because you're an able man.
Safety duties.
Do you have to do crew drill? Guest drill? Do you have to show people around? What's your duties in drill?
During the drill, I'm on the life raft. I'm the end command on the life raft.
So you driving it, or you
No, I am the
just commanding the people to they sit down?
Yeah,
Or
I am the one commanding how the life. Let's say we need to launch the raft, prepare something.
okay.
for the for, let's say, for emergency. You need to feel it like a real situation.
So in a real situation, if we had to abandon ship, you would be the guy who would orderly fashionly bring in the people in an order
Yeah,
to sit in a certain way where we could fill
to board the raft.
to its maximum capacity.
Yeah,
Is it easy?
I don't know exactly, but I
But
feel
you just
like,
know what to do.
yeah, the only thing you need to know is you know what to do, what to operate during emergency. You
Yeah.
know what to do
Okay.
for
So,
the life raft.
Mr. Roland or Ronald?
Roland?
I always
Yeah.
get the Ronald or the Roland.
It doesn't
you know?
matter, man.
The big question I ask everybody. Tell me the most shocking thing you've ever encountered or seen in your career at sea.
I never seen. I heard ghost.
No, are you serious? Another one?
Man,
This is a third one I've heard with ghost stories.
really.
Yes, I can't believe this. Tell me your ghost story. Is it so
Nice.
common?
When I was a pirate patrol, when I came here, well, I was just walking like nothing, because I don't know, I don't have any idea yet. Until these people start to say, "Did you say did you see a ghost there and here and that?"
Someone
there?"
said that to you.
Yeah.
That's why you saw
And
you.
then from then, fucking shit,
Yeah.
started to, oh man,
It's all in your mind.
it's all in my mind, but
I'm
I cannot,
telling you.
take
It's like,
it away.
You
bro.
see on the ship with shakes and these squeaky noises.
I'm not afraid with
so
that.
maybe you think that's a.
Yeah.
No?
I'm not
So what
afraid.
happened? What did you tell me the experience? So I can.
I didn't experience, but I can feel like
Oh,
I
okay.
just heard stories. But
Okay, that's fine. But what is something that's happened to you in your whole how many years at sea?
Yeah.
That's happened. Have you been through? Like for me, my most craziest thing I'll never forget was 5 minutes to New Year. We had to go to muster station. There was a fire.
Okay.
Anything that was like the one guy's told me about a crew member jumping off the ship. One person's told me about an explosion.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
something that happened to you that was like, wow, you will never forget it?
Yeah, one thing. It was standard operation
Yeah.
in a medium-sized ship that I boarded. It was a tender operation where securing the sea was really rough. That
In the tender.
I cannot imagine. Yeah, we were securing
Full
the
tender?
No,
Just
w-
you.
Only the crew personnel.
Crew
because
personnel,
we are
okay.
securing the tender.
Okay.
And I was almost on the hook where we secure this hook also from the tender,
This is the hook that brings it
Yeah.
up and down, right?
up and down,
Okay.
and my thumb like cuts in the middle of the and I realized, oh, that was in the middle, and suddenly the banging and everything, because like 2 meters swell.
Yes.
The boat is like up and down 2 meters, and the banging and slamming in the sea. Then I realized that my thumb is in the middle of something in the, I don't know, I don't remember, but exactly if I couldn't manage to quickly to pull it out quickly, was cut, totally
The
cut.
whole thumb gone.
The whole thumb will be gone. Of
Wow,
course, it's a metal with tremendous weight and everything, plus the banging and slamming of the
Yeah, man. You see that hook? You know how heavy that and big that hook is.
Not-
I can't
not-
explain.
not even maybe my thumb, maybe the whole
Your whole
of my
hand, bro.
thumb.
That
So
hook is about the size of your hand, people.
Yeah.
And that's just a little section of it. That hook has to go into another big ring,
cannot
which
imagine.
lifts the whole tender up.
yeah,
Oh, well, you're lucky you got 10 fingers there, bro.
yeah.
So, has working at sea changed your life?
Still no.
So,
It's like a passion. Like
you've been at sea for how many years again?
13 years.
13.
13.
Why do you keep coming back?
It's all about the money.
It's all about the money. No money, no
passion,
honey,
money,
eh?
no honey.
Yeah.
Well, we have timetable. Maybe after 5 years, if I get enough to build something, a little bit of business, or maybe
Well, I hope you do, man,
Yeah, I
because I can see who deserve to be out of the ship, and you do, because
Yeah.
you're a family man just like me, man. And some people I can see they're not, but I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
tell you just want to be family just like me. But it'll all happen soon enough, I promise. So, would
Very
you
soon.
recommend working on a cruise line to somebody?
Well, to all the guys who wish to be at sea, be prepared, be strong. That's it.
Okay. Which is your favorite port and why?
my favorite ports. One of my favorite ports is New York.
New York.
New York. I love this
It's amazing,
place.
eh?
Yeah, it's
Why?
an amazing place. You can buy a lot of souvenirs.
Well,
Yeah.
let me tell you, man, Roland, thank you so much for being on the show, bro. It was
Thank
amazing
you.
to have you. You're a long-time veteran, and it's an honor to have somebody like you on my show.
Thank you for being part of this Crew Life at
Thank
Sea.
you. That's it. We will see you soon, and keep your fingers to yourself, and see you later.
I will.
Ciao.
Thank you. Ciao.
Thanks for listening to Crew Life at Sea podcast. Want any of your questions answered? Send us an email at crewlifeatseainfogroup.com. Thank you for being a part of our